I'm late for something, but I don't know what. You know, it's the end of the year. Right, yeah, that script might just be out of date. Right, it's the start of a new year, and the world's gone a bit Pete Tong as Jack Bauer devours the US recently. Probably, I don't know. Time travel. Ooh. But this past year, 2020, was, well, a play about pieces of feces, a absolute disgrace of horrible, horrible, horrible things, and ugh. And it was the year after EA said that microtransactions are perfectly fine as long as you market them to kids and claim they're not gambling. It's a truly horrible year to just look back on, between the raging pandemic that has continued into the several days that have gone by of this year so far, even though it feels like years, and just everything about 2020 was a horrible, horrible mess. And yet somehow I ended up saying that it's perfectly fine. It was okay, it wasn't a good year, but as far as games go, it was a alright year. It was a really good year, especially for me. I liked games. I found a reinvigorated passion of just fun games. Yes, admittedly, I did go back and play a few of yesteryear, including the little clip that you heard at the start of the other video, which was just a bit of The World Ends With You, wasn't it? Yeah. Nonetheless, I absolutely adored some of the games of last year. Wasteland 3, brilliant, lovely, fantastic RPG that's just, it's that Fallout style futurism retro, ooh, look, America's gone to pot. Coffee. And it's brilliant. I love it. I loved Necro Barista, which is a little bit of a necromancy coffee thing, and my brain's going wee on one of those things, but it's not the ghosts. I love Yakuza Kiwami 2, a piece of brilliant drama in a world that's just so inviting in the time when we cannot travel across the planet and see these adventures that we want in our own lives. We can't have these otherworldly experiences that, well, we're not seeing on our couches, but we can play out those adventures on the Xbox or PlayStation, or I think it's on PC now, I think, too. I don't know. But yeah, you can go and beat up some men in diapers. Because, yeah. I also liked a little bit of Final Fantasy VII. I know. That. F1 2020. I love it. I genuinely do. I think that's brilliant. I think the racing's fun. Dirt 5, another one that I've yet to cover here. It's brilliant. I love it. It's arcadey fun. Watch Dogs Legion, one of my most anticipated games of 2020, was just there. It was brilliant. It was fantastic. It's London. It is bloody London. I know how to navigate London. I love London. I really do. But it just wasn't my game of the year. And that's what I'm trying to build to. What I genuinely loved and just exuded love for no matter what, and it gave me back some love. Ugh. Though for all the games that I've spoken about and those that I've openly said and probably hinted at with little music clips here and there, I just found one that I cannot help but feel joy playing. I cannot feel anything but pure and utter warmness. It's warm. It is a cuddle. It is a warm cuddle after the horrid year that we've had. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we will most likely have 4 months to come. And I know that's not going to be the ideal thing to hear, but that's where we're at. And yet, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake is just that warm cuddle that I need. I sometimes desire upon seeing the horrid things that happen in a day, whether it's political or whether it's the death rate. I know I hate to bring things down on this bit, but genuinely falling off a skateboard and swearing vigorously as I screw up a challenge that I'm trying and desperately trying to complete within the game just so I can get a little thing, a skateboard or some clothes or a new level in the level up thing. I love that. I love what Vicarious Visions did with the remake. I love the games as they were. I love the games as they are now. I just love the Pro Skater series. And this remake is that love wrapped up in a big bundle, a magnificent bundle of what is essentially nostalgia for many people. And I'll say it right now. I was not around to play Pro Skater 1 or 2 upon their very release. I was not there going, woohoo! Mostly because, and this may shock one or two of you, Alex, that I was born in 1997. Therefore, I wasn't exactly able to grip a controller at that point. Well, I was, but I was too busy swearing at Crazy Taxi as we swapped controls, me and my brother. Nonetheless, the Pro Skater series, the Tony Hawk's series, is one that I do have nostalgia for. It's a piece of my gaming identity. It's what I grew up on and love. It's one of those things that made me who I am today. It informed my music tastes. It informed what I think of games in general. It informed my understanding of movement within games. It did one thing well when I was a young nipper, or as Alex would like to call it, 1202, but that's nonetheless. I genuinely cannot express anything but love for that remake, because it's everything that I want. It's everything that I desire out of not only a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game, not only a Tony Hawk's game in general, but indeed what I want out of a game. It is absolutely huge. If you look at it on the surface, it's about, as wide as a puddle. Yet the depth that it brings, the depth of what it is so ocean-like that it's brilliant. It is fantastic. Being able to customize your characters and put little masks on them and the COVID kind of lockdown jokes and fun. Little bit of jabs at the present time and something that is so nostalgic for so many people. Again, it's nostalgia for so many people, but it's something old and new. And, you know, if you're wearing a little medical mask, probably blue as well. It's brilliant. That's all I have to say on it. It is bloody brilliant. Now, if you don't mind, next week I'm going to moan about something, because apparently that's what I do. If it's not, you know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, or F1, or 702 lesbians, all in cake. I'm pretty sure I said something offensive in there.